Hello, this is Ronald with Indicator Vault, and I'm here with another video. And in this one, we're going to go over our swing force indicator. As you can see up here, I've got the Australian dollar and Japanese yen 4-hour chart here. And the swing force indicator is a great tool to kind of just see the anatomy of a trend. And it works on all time frames. I would suggest probably stick more to a higher time frame with this indicator, only just because you can catch, I think, more explosive moves with this one on your chart. And so what it does is it basically dissects a trend, and you can see here it will show you two different things. So first, we got the continuation. We can see here with the blue line and the buy signal, and then here we've got reversal. So as we see here, we had this uptrend where it keeps marking continuation, in buy signals. This big sharp move down, and then here with this break, it's now marking, okay, let's look for a reversal, and it's going to start giving sell patterns or sell signals, right? And so again, even with our indicators that will give these buy and sell signals, always have other confluence with them. These are just suggestions of where price should go, or the high probability direction in the trend that these indicators are. And if you see here, I'll bring this up on later, our 3MA indicator, and just a little bit of an example how that can also help with confirmation of how to use this indicator to trade with. So let's just dissect some of this price action here. So this continuation line, as we see in this bullish trend that we have, when we see these, we are going to use them as essentially kind of a resistance turn support. And once we see, so price breaks above here, the candle closes, and we now have the indicator picking up on this, is going to be a high probability continuation pattern. That this isn't going to be just a fake out and then a reverse and just see price, fall hard. No, this is a continuation pattern where this is actually an expansion of the next leg up. So what I like to do with this is when this shows up on your chart, you're typically going to see price retest below this line before it makes another higher high. So look at this, it goes up, and yes, we do see one here, breaks above here as another continuation, but we don't see this one retested yet, right? So retesting below this line, we need to take with some caution because there's another untested zone down here. So this is what we see. It tanks hard to finally test below this continuation line. And then what does it do? Now it creates a higher high. And then the same pattern again. We see a continuation. Now it's retesting this one. Makes another higher high. Price comes down, consolidates for a bit. Same thing. This is now marking this high as high probability that if we see a strong candle close above it, that is not going to be a fake out, it's going to be a continuation. We see that here. Close above it, comes down. Look at that, retest just below it. Makes another higher high. So when I say, use this kind of more on the 4-hour or daily, when this is showing, I say this because we can refine so much better into here. This is marking high probability continuation and reversal trades, not necessarily giving you entries. So if you want to know the trend, if you want to know the direction, this is going to be one of the best indicators you can have. And so if we know that we want to see it kind of retest below this line, going down into maybe a 15-minute, 5-minute with maybe some other indicators, some other supply and demand factors, you can catch some great entries down here. So let's go over this price action. Marks it out here, candle closes. This is now saying, okay, continuation. We should see another higher high. And again, after it retests below this line. So look, it makes that high. Now remember, when this high is made, this continuation line is not here yet. It's only here when this candle closes. So look, closes above, retest below it. It's going into this demand is what it's doing. After it retests below it, now another higher high. Same pattern. Continuation line is now shown after this candle close. Next candle retest below it right here. And now it makes another higher high. Technically here too, but if you held on, you would have caught, potentially up to here as well. But look here, this huge wick, this 4-hour candle, that's a massive wick. Probably ran some stops and now comes down. So price tanks. And then what do we have here? We've got a reversal. So now you can see the red line with the red sell signal. So now it's telling us, okay, no more buys, probably no more high probability continuation buys are showing up. This is telling us that it's now switched into bearish mode and that we are looking for sells. Same thing. This candle closes, marks here. Okay, look for a reversal now. Retest above the line, falls, consolidates for a little while, but eventually tanks again. Same thing, and we can just, do this over and over. Blue line, spotting reversal. So after a few sell signals, same thing here. Closes below it, strong close below it here. Retest above the line, and then tanks again. Telling us the direction of the trend and being right. Same thing here, close above it. And now this one, you got to wait for a few candles. You see this one closes, and then this one just immediately shoots up. No retest, at least not yet. Got to wait for a while, a few days. Comes back down below to retest here, shoots up. And here we are in the current time frame, and so far it's looking pretty good. Closes above, so we get that. Retest below it. And so far, price is staying above the blue line. So this is a great indicator, as you can see, just in this price action over the past few weeks on this 4-hour chart with AJ, spotting the direction with super high probability. And so as I bring up our 3MA, if you want to look for even just add an extra layer of confirmation as far as the direction or which exactly one of these you want to get in, well, as it's marking out these buys or these continuation, up moves, put on the 3MA and wait for a continuation pattern to form while our three moving averages are in sync. So we see that here. With this blue up arrow is now telling us these are all in the correct place. As far as the lower MA is on top, The middle is in the middle, and the higher MA is on bottom for an uptrend. And so that's just an extra layer of confluence you can have to, be confident in this strong move up. And we can see once that happens, right here, alerting us that these three moving averages are now in sync, and they soon after are all turning blue. One strong impulse move up, two strong moves up, consolidates, doesn't quite make a higher high, but strong move up, retest the MAs, and then this massive move up, all while the swing force indicator is giving us these continuation patterns as well. So just this move alone, all these strong impulses up, taking partials at new higher highs, waiting for another pattern to form here. You could have gotten in down here, taking partials above this high, and then soon after, we see this continuation pattern, and soon after we see it retested below here, all while the MAs are still in sync. And again, another strong move up. And here we go again. Just reverse it on the bearish side. Again, there's probably some trades in here, but if you just were adding this as confirmation, you'd wait for this one where they're all in sync and all in red. And you would catch this strong move down as well. Gets a little bit, messy, choppy in here. But still, MAs are still telling us you can catch another strong bearish trend. And you could have easily gotten in on this wick and then caught this move down. And, so now we could be seeing some more potential upside to this. So this is our swing force indicator. Just a great way to have just, the anatomy of a trend and a high probability direction on your chart. So, filter out whether you should be looking for buys or sells. And like I said, this does work on all time frames. I just personally prefer the higher time frames, such as the 4-hour or the daily. So I hope this video was helpful, and until next time, best of luck trading.